As the overview for administration, click on the administration button in the upper left. Let's go into customers first. You can do a search for any one of the fields, or you can click on the header and it'll put it in order. And you can do a search by anything. If you click on this little binoculars at the top and do a locate, you can change any field that you wish to do the search on. Here I'm going to do Nordstrom. It's case sensitive, so you can uncheck that if you'd like. Use %sign as a wildcard. Find first, it'll find all of the 5 different retailers that start with NORD. Go to any one of these, at least as an example here. We can double click on it. On the customer tab, you don't have to fill in the address information. One thing in here, the back order, if this is checked, when you send an ASN an invoice and it's not a complete shipment, it will create a back order. If you do not want, or if you do not ship back orders to a retailer, you can uncheck this so it will not create a back order. Price code, you can change this. They're all customers are set up as a default to A. When we're in items, I'll explain this further. You can change it to any one of these. Let's go next to this EDI ship to setting. If a retailer does not send the ship to number, you can come into here, set it up so that it will look at a cross-reference table called the store_pound table that you can find in utilities. It will automatically update your ship to based on that cross-reference, saying store 0001 goes with DC 0089. When to update the ship tos? Usually I recommend D, which is when the ship to is either zeros or blank. Let's close out of here, go into items. Here you can set up any items. It's not mandatory that you set any of this up. However, if the retailer does not send a description, color, size, this is where the information will be pulled from and inserted into the order and the printed PO. So if you want it on the printed PO in the order, by all means set up your UPCs in here. This sets it up one by one. In utilities, there is a way to do an import. Check the notes or the video on how to do that in utilities. Here I'm going to click on the plus, UPC number. Okay, I'm going to, for an item number, I'm just going to fill in description. Here's where you can do the color, size, color code and size code. That does not update on the actual order since that's not usually necessary. However, these 2 codes are necessary for your items in a catalog. If you wish to send your UPCs to a catalog such as GXS/Innovis or Intertrade or an 832 direct to the retailer, you do want to fill this information in. That's the NRF color code and NRF size code. We do not provide that. You can go out onto their website and get that information. Next we can go into the EDI tab. Some of this information, if it's needed on your 832 to GXS, Intertrade, or to the retailer, you can come in here and fill it in. Contract, here is if you have a specific price per retailer, you can set it up. You just click on the plus, it's for this UPC, check which retailer, let's say Nordstrom, and if it's a special price, you can fill it in here. What this does is when you receive a purchase order, it'll come in, if it's from Nordstrom, it'll look for this UPC saying it's price $9.50. If it's anything other than the $9.50, it'll just spit out on an error report. Does not stop the PO from coming in, it's strictly printing on a report so that you can either go back to the retailer if it's incorrect and say, hey, it shouldn't be $8.50, it should be $9.50. It's just a fantastic tool. On the ordering tab, you do want to select, and it does default to each. If you print by case pack, if you pack by case pack, You can fill in whatever the case pack is. Weight, again, not mandatory, but very helpful when you're doing like some kind of group function to where the system will insert information for you. If you fill this out saying each one of these for this UPC number, what does it weigh? So 1.2 pounds, size is a 2 by 2 by 2. What is your cube for this one item? I'll put 2, and then I'm going to click OK. That item is now set up. Set system defaults. This is used if you are going to be printing the generic packing slip out of RMS. You can fill in your company information. These first 4 lines, including the state and the zip, does print on the packing slip. That concludes our overview of admin.